Good morning. Happy Friday. It is 7:30. Welcome to Breakfast with Bridgett here on News 6 Plus and clickorlando.com. I'm Bridgett Ellison, and we are so glad you can be with us. It has been a long week. We had some rough weather yesterday, waking up to some chilly air out there this morning, and you might need a little jacket as you step out, but we're headed into a nice stretch. And meteorologist Candace Campos is standing by in the Pinpoint Weather Center. And yesterday did get a little dicey, but we made it.
Yeah, dicey for sure. It was right after the noon show, and we had uh, dueling tornado warnings in Flagler County and in Flagler and Volusia County, a little sliver of Volusia County. We had a couple severe thunderstorm warnings, but thankfully, compared to what others are dealing with still this morning after all the severe weather, as far south as let's say as St. Augustine, Flagler County had that washout along A1A.
Yeah.
But overall, I think we fared okay, and it's going to turn into just a really nice looking forecast today and into your weekend. So let's take it to the map, show you what we're talking about, Bridgett. Make your weekend plans, just make them outdoors because it is really going to be a very nice afternoon. So temperatures today will be into the upper 70s, but as we head into later on next week, it's going to get hot. Temperatures are going to be into the low 90s. Right now, the breeze not too bad at this hour. We're ranging between about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now, we are going to continue to see the winds increase just a little bit, though, throughout the afternoon. Temperatures out the door, we're running about 10, 15 degrees cooler this morning than yesterday. And that's all because of that cool air filtering in from the northwest right now in the upper 50s to low 60s. So as we get results here for you, next couple of hours by 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we will be nearing those upper 70s. The majority of Central Florida, though, will be staying in the 70s through most of the day. And that breeze, again, not windy, just breezy. And then overnight lows for tonight, we're going to bring down those temperatures even further than this morning, down into the 50s and 40s. So if you're an early riser come Saturday morning, you will notice it will be a touch cooler. But just look how much dry air is in place. Not only is it just dry, it's really dry. You can see almost that red shading over the Sunshine State. That is just indicating how much. That's like, just like on a radar loop, right? Those bright reds indicate those heavier, stronger storms. This is just kind of the real punch of dry air. And that's going to spell some issues for us here in Central Florida today and tomorrow. When you start talking about relative humidity in those 20s and 30s, even in the teens in Orlando and Kissimmee, that is going to be increasing our concern for fire sensitivity. We do not have a red flag warning, but we're on the brink of getting that red flag warning because you have warmer weather, you have the breeze, and you have those dry conditions that could spell trouble. So, and just be careful today and tomorrow, um, especially if you're going to be doing any like grilling and stuff like that outside. Any little spark could start a fire or spread it very quickly. So just do be aware of that. That's really the only concern in the forecast. But as we progress throughout the weekend, it's just going to be fantastic. Upper 70s, low 80s. Enjoy it because we're mid April at this point. You know what happens once May and June start kicking into full gear. So enjoy when nice weather aligns nicely with the weekend, especially this time of the year because our days are numbered. So because you saw the end of that 7 day, Bridgett.
Oh, I saw
We're
that
talking
heat
low
coming
90s.
back. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
So just
so
prepare
that
yourself.
more regular pattern of storms, that's going to kick in when?
Oh, like our rainy season, like those sea
Mm-hmm.
breeze storms. Yeah, those start to kick in by about like mid May. So we still have a
Okay.
little less than a month to go before we
Okay.
really start to see. Now, mind you, we get the sea breeze coming in every day. We just don't have the amount of moisture to
Moisture to
actually
play with it yet.
produce the rain. So we just need to start sprinkling a little more moisture continuously during the day and at night. And we'll be firing up those afternoon sea breeze thunderstorms
Mm-hmm.
before you know it.
Okay. And so we
Yeah,
will be we will be a little bit still seesaw for a few more weeks as far as those temps. I mean,
correct.
even though those 90s are working in again.
Yeah, and those bennies won't stretch for very long, but it's like the little head of summer, just kind of like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I'm almost here. Hold
Almost.
on, I'm gonna stay a little longer, and then we're into it. But yeah, I don't see us holding into those 90s for very long, but we could get a day or two of really hot temperatures.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks good for the weekend. I hope everyone at least gets out and does something. Don't be a couch potato
Yeah.
all weekend this weekend for
You know,
sure.
it could even be something useful. Like, it
Yes.
does not just, I'm not just saying go out to the park and just splurge on doing nothing all weekend. I know what things need to get done, but if you have the chance, maybe, grab lunch and maybe take it out in the backyard or
Yeah.
clean out the garage you've been wanting to
Or go
do,
to the
because
neighborhood park or whatever. Yeah,
whatever the case may be, it doesn't have to be all day. Just make sure you appreciate the nice weather while we
for
got
sure. We
it.
will, especially after yesterday. Thank you,
Yes.
Candace. Okay, well, we want to check in with Trooper Steve. He is out in Results One. Had such a fun day yesterday. What a treat for your birthday, Steve, that you got to hang out with your buddies. And it was such a happy ending to a story for you to sort of like put the cherry on top yesterday with that update.
Bridget, you're so spot on because like you've been doing this for a while. So we talk about great stories
Mm-hmm.
and then we move on. We don't always get the opportunity to come back to a story just to tell you how good it's actually
Mm-hmm.
happening. So yesterday, our Trooper Steve on patrol was focused on a reunion segment with Reginald, the German Shepherd that you
Look
see
at
right
him.
there. He
He's
gave
like,
me
thanks.
kisses. Then we're talking, and he put his arm right on me. It was like a match made in heaven for me, I thought,
I
but it
think
was a
he's
match
thanking
made in
you.
heaven. Yes, it was a match made in heaven, definitely for him and Deputy Pop. Deputy Pop is with the Orange County Sheriff's Office. He is a former 5-year canine handler with another sheriff's office right here. I think he's going to put his arm on me.
Oh.
And it was just awesome because Deputy Pop saw our News 6 stream while it was happening with Orange County Animal Services and
Kisses.
immediately the following weekend went and
Oh,
adopted. Oh,
there's the
there it goes.
hand.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, my heart. And
yes.
was all just all about them. And so far, they say, there's been some learning curves,
Oh.
just like with any animal you're adopting, or hey, any kid that you have in your life. But he is doing well. He is socializing well. Him and his new dad are doing very good, and he's so far so good when it comes to health. Now he was a heartworm positive, but that's not, a lot of people think that's a death sentence for a dog, and
Mhm.
it's not. It just needs a
Okay.
little extra care, a little paid attention, and
Mhm.
any animal can recover from heartworms. So they're doing so well, Bridget. I'm so happy that
I
our
know.
partnership with Orange County Animal Service has been able to get results and find that amazing, beautiful young man a home, and that was really cool.
I know. I'm so happy you were able to do that. And so it's on to the next one. So what's up for today?
Today, we're going to keep it nice and simple, actually. I'll be right down the road here at an intersection that we've all complained about. So, a viewer has actually complained about it
Which
at
one?
where we OBT and Ace, right in front
Oh,
of the Fairviews condo
you
there.
and I have
So,
hung out
just,
there.
oh, yes, we have. And it gets backed up. People like to just jump out into the intersection there. Then they'll,
We actually had a
it just
security
never
guard in
makes
a
sense.
terrible crash out there many years back, and he didn't
I
see it
remember that
coming,
when I
and yeah, he
first
got
got here.
T-boned. But he
Yep. So,
survived,
we're
thank
going to pay
God. But
attention
that's a
to
bad spot. Yeah.
It is because, it is a stretch of residential road, but because there's no traffic lights for about a mile, a lot of people get up to speed. They're not paying
Mm-hmm.
attention. There's a lot of misunderstanding when it comes to yielding right of way to
Mm-hmm.
certain situations. People think, oh, I have a stop sign, so I'm going to stop and just go. Well,
Right.
other people don't have a stop sign out there and they've got the right of way. So we're going to talk
Mm-hmm.
about that at 8:30 at clickorlando.com and really take a nice drive and dissect that area for us this morning. I'm actually
Mm-hmm.
excited that this popped up on my radar because we've all chatted about this area. So,
Yes. Yes. That one's definitely a mix of you've got the people commuting through, then you've got all the industrial businesses coming through there with like very heavy items like granite
yeah,
and all kinds of machinery. Then like you said, residential, all connected right through there. So it's just very dangerous. So
people
glad you're taking
people
a
got
look.
to pay attention.
Maybe they need a light there. I
We
hate to
also
say that.
I would agree with you. I don't like putting traffic lights everywhere, but I do think one is probably necessary because there is a community connected directly to
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
intersection. But we are doing better out on the roadways than we
Oh,
were a
good.
little while ago. on 417. So DOT camera showing right now. So northbound 417 is under a lot of construction. So what you're looking at here, you see that stanchion off to the side of the roadway. These are going to be placed up in the air so that they could put new signage. About a mile north of here, we had a vehicle strike one of those, and they had to shut down 417 for a second. But what you're looking at now, 417 is looking much better between Orange Blossom Trail and John Young Parkway. So please be careful, increase your following distance, obey the speed limit, 70 miles an hour out there. And of course, in those construction zones, be extra cautious. I-4 eastbound at Champions Gate. I think I'm just as surprised as everyone else
It
is right
cleared
now.
up.
Where's the delay, Bridget? I don't know what's
It
going
was
on.
there.
Did everybody every day? I don't know what's going on right now, but I'm not going to complain
Mm-hmm.
about it. It's not that bad. 30 minutes from Osceola Parkway to Colonial, 22 from Lake Mary. The biggest delay in Kissimmee right now is always Pleasant Hill, passed up towards Brighton Lakes. It's still a school day, so make sure it's nice and easy out there, please. St. Cloud, you're in the clear. 192, not Ham Brown, Canoe Creek, Old Canoe Creek, even Narcoossee, nice and clear. And then East Orange County, 434 Alafaya, as we move up towards Seminole County, and Oviedo looking nice. This morning we started extremely busy with a lot of minor stuff out and about, but right now we've cleared up. Winter Springs, Longwood, good morning to you guys. Our drive times across Central Florida, seeing some slight delays westbound on I-4, and of course that 417 stuff. But outside of this, we started rough, but we're ending or it's not even ending our morning. Well, it is our morning ending for you and I, Bridget, but everyone else is just getting started and things looking the way they should be. So just be cautious this morning. Make sure you tune in to Trooper Steve on patrol, maybe learn a thing or two. And I hear, Bridget, you've got some really good interviews coming up. So I may stick around
Yes.
and listen to that in my earpiece.
Please do. Please do. And thanks for all the updates there with the roads. And we'll see you at 8:30.
Bye.
Bye. So we do have some interviews coming up. One Blood is with us this morning. Pat Michaels will tell us about some of the current events happening with One Blood and the increased demand. We'll also catch up with Corey Murray, photojournalist and host of Black Men Sundays, for a preview of his podcast. But first, a very crucial story that we want to bring to you. A carjacking seemingly caught on camera yesterday. Take a look at this video. And search is underway for the woman driving that white SUV. This happened at Eastlake Drive and Tuscaloosa Road around 6 o'clock last night. A man with a gun walked right up and then got into her back seat. Now, deputies say he looked like he had on a Halloween mask of some sort, but they are looking for Catherine Alta Garcia Guerrero de Oscasavias, who is from Homestead, Florida. And they say anyone who sees this vehicle should not approach it, but call 911, and hopefully they can locate Catherine very soon. This is very concerning. So keep an eye out for that. Again, that was at Eastlake Drive and Tuscaloosa Road around 6 o'clock last night. And that was a white Dodge SUV there. And it has a for sale sign on the back window there. So very distinctive. Hope that they can try to catch the individuals who were involved in this. Very scary. Now we want to take you to our live interview with Pat Michaels this morning from One Blood. And we caught up with him a few months ago when there was a very urgent need. And so we're circling back around to this because the school year winding down. Good morning, Pat. Can you hear me? Good morning,
Good morning,
Pat.
Bridget. How are
Good
you?
morning. Yes, good morning. I see you have
I
you have
can.
some
How are
people
you
there with
doing?
you. Yes, I'm great. How are you?
Good. Yeah, I'm in the donor on Orange Avenue, just across from Advent Health, and they opened up at 7 o'clock this morning, and they have a donor that just came in, so I thought I'd give kind of a view of donors in downtown Hartford this morning.
Awesome. So, what's happening? I know we talked about some of these different vacation times and breaks that affect how much you're getting in donations. So, where are things right now?
Things have gotten a little bit, the year out of the kind of course spring break happened up. High school and colleges are on spring break. A fifth of our come from high schools and colleges. A lot of people don't know that. That's a significant. And when they're on break, they're not able to the colleges for blood drives. So that's back off part. So things are getting better, but we always want people to come in and donate when they're eligible. Most people are eligible to donate. About 60% of us are eligible to donate, but only about 5 to 10% of us do. That's a big gap in that number. And some people think they can't donate for particular reasons. For example, they have a tattoo. Well, that's all changed. That changed a few years ago. That if you've had a tattoo and it's healed and you got it at a regulated location, you can give. And so we open up donor centers like this one very early in the morning. Our great staff here. There's Sandra sitting in the background.
Hi, Sandra.
And they're definitely welcoming for you to come in here and donate.
And you have many, many incentives to give. And, some people they just want to give, and it's not about any of the incentives. But you do have lots of great programs that you've incorporated into the process of motivating people to give regularly. Cold bag, warm heart.
This is actually great for the beach. Strike this out at the right moment. For going to the beach, it is a cold, warm bag that if you take food or whatever with you, that's a great thing to have. So we're giving that out right now through June, and into the donor center here. Actually, I've gone into where the donation chairs are, if you can see them here, and you sign up, register, and then we do like a checkup in one of these. Is it you? We actually have a donor, and you come in. Once you do your vitals, your temperature, heart rate, blood, that kind of thing, then you'll sit in one of these chairs, and the actual donation process is only about 5 minutes or so. So we ask everyone to give us about 45 minutes by the time you register, and we do your vitals and that kind of thing, and then you're ready to go. Your donation after you donate here will probably be in a patient's arm within 3 to 4 days. It's that quick. The turnaround is that fast, and the need is that strong.
So you're in and out in less than an hour, and you know that you're helping save lives, sustain life, and give something that almost everyone can give.
That's right. Yeah. And once donate that first time, you don't know your blood type, you will find out what it is. No, won't, because it is something that is used, like I said, within 3 days or so, and it's type matched to someone in a hospital. And if you think it's not a profound gift, it is, because you're helping someone who may need a routine surgery, some sort of treatment. For example, for sickle cell disease, a lot of people need transfusions. It could be for traumas and emergencies. We never know when those are going to happen, and those. That's why we ask. We talk about the O a lot, O positive and O negative. That's what they use in emergency, and why that. One thing to note is that weeks ago we announced with Orange County Department and Health now help by the transport vehicle county, and that's big. They are taking positive blood and transport personal infusion. You heard of that golden hour
Pat, we have a
that you
bad
should be able to
connection.
save them. They've been carrying for a long time, but now put it in most areas.
We have a bad connection, but quickly, where can people go to get more info on where they can go donate or catch one of the big red buses?
The easiest thing, can you hear me okay now?
It's glitching a little bit, but we gotta
Oh,
try to
sorry.
get that in at least. Yeah.
They seem to do
Yeah, it's glitching really badly, but we appreciate it. And,
Just
of
go
course,
to one
check out oneblood.org. Pat is
the
still, it's
top
in slow
of
motion, but
the page.
oneblood.org. Everyone go check that out and find out where they're coming next to you or which center is closest to you. But like he said, there's only about 45 minutes and they need all blood types. And it's just something that, is very easy to do to really help out the community. So, Pat, thank you. Technology a little bit tricky sometimes, but we'll catch back up with you again soon. We want to check in with photojournalist Corey Murray. He is standing by in his podcast center for Black Men Sundays. Good morning, Corey. Good to see you.
Good morning. How you doing? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. We made it.
Definitely, we made it, and I'm excited. We have a big show coming up.
Mm-hmm.
This is Black Men Sundays. We're talking about generational wealth, mental health, finance, and business. But this
The
week
reason I like option,
we're talking about day trading. We're talking about
Okay.
options trading. So when we're talking about that, I had our guest Ray Simmons, who's a 20-year veteran of the United States Air Force, stationed out in Patrick Air Force Base in Brevard County. He's Black Men Sundays alumni, so you're gonna see
Mm-hmm.
him rocking the hat, even though mine a little blinged out today. But I asked him, I said, "What's the difference between day trading or options trading?" Let's roll that soundbite.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
the reason I like options and what differs options from day trading is you are allowed to play with a lot more money. Or let me put it this way: you don't need a lot of money to play options versus if you were day trading. Sometimes depending on your lot size or what have you, that'll depend on the profits you're able to take if you're day trading. But I do a little bit of both. Options trading, though, I will say it's a complex system to learn, but once you learn it, you can literally, this can replace your 9 to 5. This can replace your day job, brother. It's a lot of money to be made in options. And I'm going to explain in the most simplified way of how people can get started. And this is mostly geared towards, some of the new traders and the people that don't really trade options, if they're ever interested in getting into the options field. That's what this podcast right here is going to be about, sir.
Okay.
That's right. That's
Options.
right. Yep.
I think
And
it's
again,
it's
like the
mm-hmm.
brother said, this is options day trading for beginners. Even if you have
Okay.
experience with that, he'll teach you the research methods. We're going to talk about the risk involved with the options and day trading. We're going to talk about trigger words, keywords. You have to have that vocabulary right. You can't just, it's almost like if you're an NFL player, or it's almost like if they put me in an NFL game or an NBA game, I don't know the sets, I don't know the plays. I invested my money, and they throw me out there, you're going to lose. So this is that show. We're talking about what moves the market and all.
I think it's intimidating for many people to just get started. And then, like he said, it's something that it could really turn into a full time thing. So I'm glad that there's a way that you can, sort of teach it in a way that people might even consider it more so because I think about it as a foreign language to me. I'm afraid I would just lose a bunch of money trying to get into day trading or options. I want to hear what he has to say. I want to hear some more. So that's a good one, Corey.
Definitely. So, Black Men Sundays, we're dropping it at midnight. All podcast platforms. We're on YouTube, TikTok, everything. But check us out. We're on New 6 Plus as well. We're going to be talking about what moves the market. We're going to talk about the do's and don'ts of options trading. He also shares research and websites where we're going to understand what a bull versus bear market is, when to invest, how to read the charts. See, that's where the research comes in, because if you don't have the research and you put your money
Mm-hmm.
in,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to take a loss. Because I remember one time I tried the day trading one time,
Mm-hmm.
but then here's what happened. I left my house, was up like a couple $100, got to work, got to the station, had the shoot to go on. I'm on the shoot, couldn't look at it. I get off the shoot and I lost some money. But again, I didn't do my research. I listened to a friend who
Mm-hmm.
does day trading on a daily basis, and I lost money. So I said,
Yeah.
I need this information. And what's one thing that's interesting about Ray Simmons, like I said, he's Black Men Sundays alumni. He put me on to the Bitcoin, to the blockchain technology. But again, when he was on the show, it was like I didn't even know what he was talking about
Mm-hmm.
until I got off the show, did the research, but I did the research when I interviewed him for this show. So that's what makes this show great. So if you're a beginner, even if you
Hmm.
have experience with day trading, options trading, pull up this Sunday, Black Men Sundays. This show is for you. Let's get it.
All right. And quickly, I just wonder, is there like a rule of thumb, like maybe you think you don't have the money to, start investing? What do a lot of these experts say in terms of getting started, even when you think you can't?
Well, again, it goes back to understanding the research and interviewing Ray Simmons. Even though you have to listen to the show, but I like to
Okay.
give a little extra nugget on here. But one thing that he said is options trading requires less money in the investment
Up
versus
front.
day
Okay.
trading. So he's more of an options trader. It's just for me, I thought options and day trading was the same thing. He was like, no, it's different, as he had mentioned briefly in the soundbite. But options trading, you can spend less money to make money. So that's what we're talking about. We're trying to get this generational wealth, Bridget. So happy Friday. We doing it.
Hey, golden nuggets. Thank you, Corey.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you Sunday morning. And I'll see you in the newsroom too. All right. So we are going out on the road again, and we want to let you know that we want to hear from you about 34756. That's Montverde. So go to clickorlando.com/hits the road. Tell us about 34756. We want to know some of the historic stories. We want to know some of the problems that need to be covered. And we want to know about, the special people there and, the unsung heroes. So go to clickorlando.com/hits the road. And that's going to do it for us. Weatherwise is up next. And then Trooper Steve at 8:30. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you Monday.